Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to explain Bluetooth. Under Bluetooth, architecture is there. Bluetooth layers are there. Today, in this video, I am going to explain architecture and Bluetooth layer. In Bluetooth layer, there are three layers: radio, baseband layer, and L2 CPA. In this video, I am going to completely explain architecture of Bluetooth and the Bluetooth layer. Under Bluetooth layer, I am going to explain only radio layer. In next video, I am going to explain baseband layer and L2 CPA layer. Okay. In this video, I am going to explain architecture of Bluetooth and the Bluetooth layer. Under Bluetooth layer, radio layer I am going to explain. Okay, all of you know that what is meant by Bluetooth. We are already using the Bluetooth to connect the devices in the small range. Okay, it is Bluetooth is wireless, is going to connect two devices or two or more devices in small range. Okay, we will discuss Bluetooth in briefly. Bluetooth is a wireless LAN technology. We know that Bluetooth is a wireless LAN technology designed to connect devices of different functions such as telephone, network, notebook, computer, cameras, printers, coffee makers, so on. Okay, next, a Bluetooth LAN is an ad hoc network. Basically, Bluetooth LAN is ad hoc network. Okay, ad hoc network. This means the network is formed spontaneously. What is meant by ad hoc network? Nothing but the network is formed spontaneously. Okay, spontaneously. Okay, next, the device find each other and make a network called piconet. Means a device find each other and make a network. Means two devices to find each other and make one network. That the name of the network is pico network. Okay, pico network. Okay, next, a Bluetooth LAN can have be connected to the internet if one of the device has this capability. Means any one of the devices capability of internet, this Bluetooth can also be connected to internet. Okay, by nature Bluetooth LAN cannot be larger. We know that Bluetooth range is very small. Okay, Bluetooth range is very small. We cannot use for the large connection. Next, if there are many devices they try to connect, there is a confusion. Means there are more devices used to, means they are trying to connect each other, means there may be a confusion. Means if all the Bluetooth of all the devices are and they are trying to connect each other, there will be a confusion. That one only they are telling that try to connect, there is a confusion. Next, Bluetooth technology has several application. Means where you are going to use this Bluetooth. Okay, peripheral. First one is peripheral device such as a wireless mouse, keyboard can communicate with the computer. Okay, peripheral devices like mouse, wireless mouse, keyboard can be communicated with the computer. Okay, next, in a small health care center, monitoring device can communicate with source device. Means in small health care center we can use this Bluetooth. For monitoring device can communicate with sensor devices. Okay, next, home security devices can connect different sensor to the main security controller. Means in home security devices also we are going to use this Bluetooth. Next, conference attendants can synchronize their laptop computer at a configuration. Means in the conference hall you can use this Bluetooth for connecting the all the computer at a time. Means synchronize means at a time. Okay, next, today Bluetooth technology is the implementation of protocol defined by the IEEE 802.15 standard. Means this Bluetooth technology is implemented of a protocol defined by standard called IEEE 802.15. Okay, next, the standard defines a wireless PAN. Means is going to define the wireless PAN. PAN nothing but personal area network. Means it can be operated in small size of room or in a hall. Means the devices, the Bluetooth devices can be operated within the small room or small hall. So the standard is called as, it is PAN, nothing but personal area network. This is the introduction for the Bluetooth. We will discuss architecture of the Bluetooth. We are going to discuss architecture of the Bluetooth. Bluetooth defines two types of network. One is Piconet, next one is Scatternet. Okay, first one is Piconet. Okay, consider this figure, this one. You can see that there are devices. One is primary, there are number of secondary devices are there. Okay, a Bluetooth network is called a Piconet or small net. Okay, a Piconet can have up to 8 stations, out of which one of station is called as primary. The remaining station are called as secondary. Means they are telling that in network it can have 8 station, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, there are 8 stations. One we will consider as primary, other station we consider as secondary. Means in Piconet we can have up to 8 devices. One device we are going to call it as primary, other 7 devices we are going to call it as secondary. Okay, and that is only they are telling one station is called as primary, the remaining station are called as secondary. You can see that this is primary, these are all secondary. Okay, all the secondary stations synchronize their clock hopping sequence with the primary station. The Piconet can have only one primary station. Yes, there will be one primary station. The communication between the primary and the secondary can be one to one or one to many. Means communication may be one to one or one to many. Next, although a piconet can have maximum 7 secondaries, an additional 8 secondary can be in the packed state. Okay, means they are telling it can addition of second, it can have addition 1, means additional 8 secondary can be in the packet state in the parked state. Okay, sorry, not packed, it is parked state. A secondary is a parked state is synchronized with the primary but cannot part in communication until it's moved from the parked state. Means it can be part of the network but it not going to work, it but cannot take part in communication until move from the parked state. Means we are going to take it as 8th one as the stepney, it is not going to take part in the communication until it's move from the parked state. Okay, because only a station can be active in a piconet. Activating a station from the parked state means that active station must go to parked state. Means suppose there are 8 station, this is primary 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 7 stations are there. Addition one station is, this is we are going to call it as parked station. After the piconet will going to have only 8 primary and secondary 7 station. One extra station can be added, that can be called as secondary parked station. It not going to communicate within the network until any one of the station go to parked state. When this station is going to parked state, the which is in the parked state, this is in the parked state, it will be come to the communication with the pico network. That is only they are telling. Next one is, next architecture is scatter net. Okay, what is meant by scatter net? Observe this figure, you can see that there are 2 primaries in this scatter net, one primary, second primary, there are 2 primaries. Okay, that is only telling that scatter net pico can be combined to form a scatter net. Means we are going to combine 2 pico nets. This is one pico net, this is one pico net. We are going to combine, that combining of this pico nets will going to get this scatter net. A station can be member of 2 pico nets. Means one station can be a part of 2 pico nets. Same way you can see that this is the one station that is the part of this pico net also and this pico net also. You can see that this is one primary, this is one primary station that is the part of one pico net and another pico net. Okay, next, a secondary station in one pico net can be the primary in other piconet. It is called as mediator station. Means they are telling one piconet of one station can be secondary. That secondary can be a primary to another piconet. This is primary secondary, means it going to act as secondary for this piconet. This going to act primary for this piconet, means it going to act primary also, secondary also. This is called as mediator station. This is called as mediator station. Acting as a secondary, mediator can receive message from primary in the first piconet. This is first piconet, this is second piconet. Here you can see that this this is secondary for the first piconet. It will receive the message from this piconet. Okay, next acts as a primary. Next it going to act as a secondary. It acts as a primary for second piconet. This mediator station can deliver the message to secondaries in the second piconet. They are telling that the one station that acts as a secondary for first piconet, next same station can act as a primary for second piconet. Okay, first what will happen here, it going to act as secondary. It going to receive from first piconet. Next same station it going to act as a primary station for second piconet. The received message from this first piconet will be sent to here using this station. Okay, that is our scatter net. Okay, next concept is Bluetooth devices. A Bluetooth device as a built-in short-range radio transmitter, means the Bluetooth device has built-in short-range radio transmitter. The current data rate is 1 Mbps with a 2.4 Hz bandwidth. Means data rate is 1 Mbps with frequency 2.4 GHz bandwidth. This means that there is a possibility of interference between the IEEE 802.11b wireless LANs and the Bluetooth LAN. This means that there is a possibility of interference between IEEE 802.11b wireless LAN and the Bluetooth LAN. Next concept is Bluetooth layers. Bluetooth usually have several layers that do not exactly match this of internet model. Means the Bluetooth use several layers that do not exactly match those of internet model. Means the Bluetooth having some layers, but that layer not exactly match with our internet model. You can see that there are many layers: radio layer, baseband layer, L2 CPA layer, okay, application layer, profile layer, like this. In our syllabus, we are going to discuss radio layer, baseband layer, and L2 CAP layer. First, we are going to discuss radio layer. The radio layer is roughly equivalent to physical layer of the internet model. They are telling that this radio model is roughly equivalent to physical layer of our internet model. Okay. Bluetooth devices are low powered and have a range 10 meter. They are telling that Bluetooth devices are low power and have a range of 10 meters. Next, what is the band? Bluetooth use 2.4 gigahertz ISM band divided into 79 channels of 1 mHz each. Means they are going to divide 79 channels. Each channels will have 1 megahertz each. Okay. Next, FHSS. Bluetooth use frequency hopping spectrum method in a physical layer to avoid interference from each device and other network. Means the radio layer of Bluetooth will going to use SHSS, means frequency hopping spectrum. Why you are using this FHSS? To avoid interference from other devices or other network. Next one, Bluetooth op 160 times per second, means there will be a ops for Bluetooth ops 1600 times per second, which means that each device changes its modulation frequency 1600 times per second. The device use frequency for only 125 milliseconds. Okay, nothing but 1 by 1600 second before it moves to another frequency. The wait time is 625 microseconds. Okay, next, modulation. Which modulation you are going to use? Okay, which modulation you are going to modulation to transfer bit a signal. Bluetooth use sophisticated version of FSK, means frequency shift keying card. Sophisticated version of FSK is called as GFSK. FSK with US bandwidth filtering. Okay, GFSK as carrier frequency. Okay, what is mean by this? GFSK bit 1 is represented by a frequency division above the carrier. Bit A is represented by a frequency division below the carrier. Means bit 1 is represented by above frequency division carrier. Bit 0, I think this is 0, 0 represented by frequency division below the carrier. Okay, next